Welcome to our presentation of Maestro Investigador V, video games for English vocabulary acquisition and retention in high school students of Juan Maria Céspedes School. This research problem was brought up to us by one of our team members. They are doing their practicum in the school Juan Maria Céspedes. During their practicum, they noticed that the school is doing a big effort in becoming a bilingual school. In the school there are students that are related to video games and they consider themselves as gamers. These students have a really good English proficiency. There were also students that were not much related to video games, and something that called out attention, these students' lack of English proficiency. That's where this topic gets very interesting, aligned with the school interest. This project is important because it contributes to achieve the bilingual objectives they have. After reading our team's member journals and analyze the whole situation, we came to the question: how does the use of the video game The Sims Free Play affect the vocabulary acquisition and retention of English as a foreign language learners of high school in 6th and 7th grade of Juan Maria Céspedes School in Medellín? General objective: understand how English as a foreign language students obtain greater language acquisition in their vocabulary through the interaction that enables them to use video games in English. Specific objectives: 1. Comprehend the processes of implementing video games in English from an educational perspective as a strategy for language instruction. 2. Compare the English vocabulary retention of students who actively engage in English-related video games with students who do not actively engage in such games. 3. Analyze the performance of video games in the learning process as a resource for high school students. Juan Maria Céspedes Educational Institution is located in the Colombian city of Medellín. It is a public institution that provides education to children, adults, and adolescents at various academic levels, from pre-kindergarten to secondary school. For the development of our research, we select 6 students. 3 were related to video games and 3 weren't. 2 of them were girls and 4 of them were boys. It was sent to their parents in ethical consideration, and it was applied a pre-test and post-test, an interview, and we created a journal for each section. There were 3 sections in total, in which we had the students playing the video game, interacting between them and having them asking questions about the vocabulary that appeared in the video game. In the pre-test, vocabulary relating to parts of the body, jobs, parts of the house, and so on, was evaluated, and it was also applied to students who consider themselves gamers. The pre-test consisted of 18 questions, where obtaining a score of 18/18 indicated a 100% score. Participant 1 obtained a score of August 18th and in percentage obtained 44.44%. Participant 2 obtained a score of 15/18 and in percentage obtained 83.33%. And finally, Participant 3 obtained a score of September 18th and in percentage obtained 50%. The post-test was applied to students who considered themselves as gamers. The post-test was applied after having had 3 sessions of accompaniment and playing the video game The Sims Free Play. Likewise, the post-test had 18 questions, and it was considered that obtaining a score of 18/18 is a 100% success rate. Participant 1 obtained a score of September 18th and a percentage of 50%. Participant 2 obtained a score of 14/18 and a percentage of 77.77%. And finally, Participant 3 obtained a score of 5/18 and a percentage of 83.33%. The pre-test was applied to students who don't play video games often. The pre-test consisted of 18 questions, where obtaining a score of 18/18 indicated a 100% score. Participant 1 obtained a score of 10/18 and in percentage obtained 55%. Participant 2 obtained a score of May 18 and in percentage obtained 77%. And finally, Participant 3 obtained a score of 11/18 and in percentage obtained 61%. The post-test was applied to students who don't play video games often. The post-test was applied after having had 3 sessions of accompaniment and playing the video game The Sims Free Play. Likewise, the post-test has 18 questions, and it is considered that obtaining a score of 18/18 is a 100% success rate. Participant 1 obtained a score of November 18 and a percentage of 61%. Participant 2 obtained a score of 15/18 and a percentage of 33%. And finally, Participant 3 obtained 13/18 and a percentage of 22%. Furthermore, the results showed that the students had made highly significant progress in their vocabulary retention process, evidencing they achieved better results in the post-test compared to the pre-test. During the video game interaction, each student had different progress by completing different tasks and levels. Next semester, we will deliver the interpretation of our investigation results. Keep updated with us.